I was 23 when it happened. I'm 27 now, and not a single week has passed without me thinking about that trip. It was for our buddy Tyler's 21st birthday. Our plan? Take him to Vegas. Tyler was always that quiet, mellow kind of guy. The kind who still hadn't, well, crossed certain milestones. We thought we'd get him wasted and maybe help him lose his virginity. We checked into the Carriage House Hotel. Nothing fancy, just the cheapest we could find that didn't look like a total dump. There were 7 of us, so we split into 2 rooms. Tyler shared a room with me, Chris, and Vince. First stop, food. We were starving. After that, we hit a few casinos just for the hell of it. Out of all 7 of us, only Lucas actually walked away with more money than he came in with. The rest of us, broke but still buzzing. The night started blurring after that. Bar after bar, shot after shot. Everything started feeling surreal, hilarious, chaotic. We ended up at this wild nightclub, bodies everywhere, lights flashing, music thumping. Then came the moment we caught 2 of our guys, Josh and Eli, stumbling out with some girls. They gave us that mission accomplished look. We cheered them on. The rest of us, we were locked in on one goal: get Tyler some action. Even drunk, Tyler was too shy to approach a girl. Wouldn't dance, wouldn't talk, just kind of stood there. We were desperate. It was starting to feel like this whole trip was going to be a bust for him. That's when we made a choice, one that seemed harmless at the time. We decided to find him a working girl. You might think it was messed up, but we were drunk out of our minds, not thinking straight. We spotted this woman walking alone near the strip and acting like total idiots, asked her if she'd be willing to hang out with our friend Tyler, who, although less trash than us, was still clearly drunk. She wasn't anything special. Even in my blurry state, I remember thinking something was off. Her voice was deep, deeper than you'd expect. It actually made me glance at Vince, and he gave me that same uncertain look. She scanned Tyler from head to toe. Didn't say much, but next thing we knew, she grabbed his arm and started walking. Off with him. We all burst out laughing, mostly because Tyler looked beyond awkward, stiff as a board being dragged along. But no one thought anything was wrong. We were just curious now, so we decided to follow. They didn't talk. In fact, it looked like she was pulling him more than anything. We followed for what felt like 15 minutes. Maybe longer. Hard to say. Time was weird that night. Eventually, they turned onto a darker, quieter street and slipped into a building that looked like an apartment complex. We didn't go in. We just high-fived each other like proud idiots and walked away, buzzing with excitement for Tyler. Mission complete. We went back to the club for another hour or so. Around 2 a.m., we all made our way back to the hotel. But Tyler wasn't there. Not in our room, not in the other one. At first it was funny. The guy actually pulled it off. But the more I sobered up, the more I felt something was wrong. Josh and Eli, who had no idea about the girl, were shocked when we told them. It wasn't like Tyler to just disappear, like that. I tried calling him, texting, no answer. The others told me to chill. I eventually passed out, the concern still gnawing at the back of my head. Then sometime before dawn, my phone started ringing. At first I thought it was my alarm. Still half asleep, I tried smacking my phone to shut it up, but it kept ringing. Slowly I realized it wasn't an alarm. It was Tyler's number. My stomach dropped. Everyone else was awake by now, staring at me as I answered and put it on speaker. All we heard at first was heavy, panicked breathing. Tyler was having a full-blown panic attack. Most of what he said didn't make sense, just frantic whispers. But a few words cut through the static. It was that woman. Guys, you have to get over here, right now. Then, silence. We screamed into the phone. Where are you? What's going on? Tyler, talk to us. But there was no response. Just dead air until slam. The sound of a door flying open, then a scream. Tyler's scream, blood-curdling and raw. The call cut out. We lost it. I grabbed my phone, called 911, trying to recall the street. But my memory of the night was foggy. Thankfully, Vince said he remembered the way. Cops came to the hotel and followed us, guided by Vince's drunken but surprisingly accurate memory. We passed the club, turned into side streets, and finally stopped in front of the building. 2 officers went inside first. We waited by their squad car, jittering with fear. Minutes dragged like hours. Finally, one of the cops came out and asked something that nearly made me collapse. We need someone to confirm if the body inside is your friend. Josh and Vince broke down. They couldn't go. I swallowed every ounce of fear and followed the officer inside. The place wasn't an apartment. It was some abandoned dark storage building, silent and cold. And there, leaning out of a half-open closet, was a body, lifeless face, mouth open, eyes glazed and staring. But it wasn't Tyler. The kid had blonde hair. Tyler's was black. Whoever this was, he wasn't ours. The cops had already searched the place top to bottom. No sign of Tyler. I checked the closet anyway, heart pounding, nothing, not even his phone. We tried to move on, but about a month later I got another call. Middle of the night. Bad reception. Nobody on the other end, until I heard a whisper. "Cameron!" My name, but Tyler, I yelled. Slam. A door closed hard in the background, then silence. I tried calling back, no answer. 5 times. Then I called the police and asked them to trace the call. It didn't come from Nevada. It came from New Jersey, our town, just a few blocks from where I lived. I didn't wait. I drove straight there, following GPS, heart racing. It was a vacant house on a corner. I crept to the door, ear pressed against it. Nothing. Circled to the back. A window was cracked. Open. Inside, I could hear creaks upstairs. Floorboards shifting under someone's weight. I climbed in quietly. I hadn't even taken 5 steps before I saw her. At the end of the hallway, partially in shadow. Long black hair, bare legs, a woman just standing there watching me. She didn't run at me. She turned and bolted the other way. Slam! Footsteps pounded downstairs, then shouting, male and female voices. Then I heard heavier steps, thundering up the stairs. I didn't wait. I ran out and dove into the bushes just in time. Someone stepped onto the porch, right as a police cruiser pulled up, lights flashing. The guy on the porch muttered something, then slammed the door. The cops went in after him. Didn't even bother locking the place. They cuffed him, brought him out. I told them there was a woman too, but they never found her. A bedroom window was wide open. Tyler was upstairs, locked in a closet, barely alive. Starved, filthy, shaking. His hair had grown out, face sunken, skin pale. The guy, no wife, no ID on the woman, claimed he'd only just met her. Tyler said she was only there to collect payment before. They locked him away. They made Tyler give up his hometown, all our addresses. Why? We don't know. A sex trafficking ring? Revenge? Tyler only ever told me what really happened. To everyone else, I said I didn't know. But it didn't end there. I kept getting messages, random numbers, just one word. You. Then they'd block me, again and again. One night, I woke up to a strange light outside. The porch. Light was on. A shadow moved. I peeked through the blinds. Someone stood at the window watching me. By the time I reached for my phone, they were gone. I swear it was her, the woman from that night. I haven't seen her since, but I'm ready now for when I do. Ma, if this story made your skin crawl, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more real horror stories that'll keep you up at night. Got a theory about what really happened? Drop it your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone, and hit that bell so you never miss a scare. Trust me, the next one's even darker.